Okay, welcome to my YouTube channel. By the way, let's proceed to our topic, the mean or expected value. What is mean or expected value? It is the probability of an event multiplied by the amount of times the event happens. It is usually, it has a sign of EV or the muse of X. While the variance is the S squared or the sigma squared. So if we have a sample population or the sample, we use S squared, and the population, we use sigma squared. So it is the expectation of the squared deviation of a random variable. While the standard deviation, it is usually as a S or the sigma. So it is measure how spread out the numbers are. It is a points that are very close to the average. Take note, it is a points that are very close to the average. So the standard deviation is measured on how spread the number are. So it is measured that are very close to the average. Okay, we will proceed. What is the formula for the variance and standard deviation? So we have the mean or the expected value. So how do we get? For the expected value, we have the summation of x and px, while the variance is x minus the expected value, the squared times the probability. Or we can also use this formula with the same answer, x squared times probability minus the expected value squared. So, and the standard deviation is the square root of the variance. So we need to the square root the answer for the variance. So this will be our, what we call this one, standard deviation. And we will proceed for our variance or the problem solving regarding with the variance. So what will you do? This is the first problem solving in getting the mean, the variance, and the standard deviation. Find the variance and standard deviation of the number monthly absences of Lino based on his former records in a data sheet. Presented below the probability distribution. So, first, this is only the given. The number of absences, we have the x, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the probability is 0.15, 0.25, 0.35, and 0.25. So if we will get this total, the probability should be equal to 1. 0.15 plus 0.25 plus 0.35, 0.25 will be equivalent to 1. Then we will multiply by 1 times 0.15, 0.15, 2 times 0.25 will be 0.5, 3 times 0.35 will be 1.05, 4 times 0.25 will be equivalent to 1. So if we will get the expected value, the total answer is 2.7. So 2.7, we will 1, how we will get x minus expected value? We have 1 minus 2.7. The answer is negative 1.7. 2 minus 2.7, the answer is 0.7. And then 3 minus 2.7, we have 0.3. And then 4 minus 2.7, the answer is 1.3. So how do we get this one? We have x minus expected value squared. We have, we will square this one. 1.7 Negative 1.7 times negative 1.7. We know that the negative times negative will become positive. So, negative 1.7 squared, the answer is 2.89. Negative 0.7 squared will be, the answer is 0.49. 0.3 squared, the answer is 0.09. And 1.3, the answer 1.3 squared, the answer is 1.69. So we will multiply 2.89 from, if we will get this one, x minus summation of x minus EV squared, or expected value squared, times px. So 2.89 times 0.15, the answer is 4335. 0.49 multiplied by 0.25, the answer is 0.1229, and then 0.09 times 0.35, the answer is 0.0315, and then 1.69 multiplied by 0.25, the answer is 0.4225. I repeat that, if you will get this one, just only multiply in the probability of x. In this chart, you will get this one, and you will add the total. The answer is 1.01. So take note, this is what you call the variance. And if we will square root 1.01, so the square root of 1.01, and we will get the standard. The answer is 1.004. So this will be the expected value, the variance, and the standard deviation. This is our first example in getting the mean, variance, and the standard deviation. So guys, usually you know how to use a scientific calculator. So first, you know how to reset your calculator properly as much as possible, and you should know how to point some. What do you mean by this? You should be careful in using your calculator. Say to it that the number should be cleared in a given problems. Thank you so much, and we will proceed to our next video. Same, or maybe we will use the other method in getting the mean, standard deviation, and the variance.